This video explains how to install and configure a Tier 2 advanced PowerStrip with a ZigBee multi-sensor. Installation is very simple and can be completed in a couple of minutes. First, plug in the devices that need to be always on, such as a cable box and gaming console with a hard disk drive into the always-on outlets. Next, plug your TV into the first switched outlet, which is marked with a green bracket on each side. Plug in other devices, such as your DVD player, subwoofer, and AV receiver, into the remaining switched outlets. If you have a game console without a hard disk drive, you can also plug it into a switched outlet. Plug in the sensor into the RJ11 port marked Sensor on the side of the PowerStrip. This port looks like a phone jack connection. You will hear a light click sound when the connector is plugged in correctly. Finally, plug in the PowerStrip into a wall outlet electrical receptacle to power all equipment, making sure the circuit breaker at the top end of the PowerStrip is on. Once the PowerStrip is powered, wait 10 seconds for the product to initialize. If you are using a radio frequency remote control from DirecTV or Comcast, for example, you now need to pair this remote control to the sensor. You do not need to pair a standard infrared remote control to the sensor. Using a paperclip or pin, short press the button in the pinhole on the rear of the sensor to pair your radio frequency remote control. A blue LED will start to flash. Place the RF remote control 2 inches from the multi-sensor's flashing LED and press the volume up or channel up key on the remote. The blue LED will switch off and a red LED will switch on for 1 second when the remote has been paired successfully. If you have a TV with a CEC-compatible HDMI port, connect the sensor to the HDMI port using the TAV link cable that was supplied with your product. If your TV does not have an available HDMI port, don't worry, this step is not mandatory. Peel the backing off the double-sided tape off the bottom of the sensor and stick the sensor on the underside of the TV, making sure that the surface is clean and dry. The sensor should preferably be located within line of sight to where you usually sit and from where you use your remote controls. If the TAV link cable is connected, make sure that the sensor is mounted close enough to the HDMI port. The default countdown time for the multi-sensor is 60 minutes. Most of the time, the default setting works well for the majority of users, and no change is required. If you do wish to change the countdown timer period, press and hold the on-off button on the side of the multi-sensor for 5 seconds. A red LED will illuminate. To set the countdown timer to 30 minutes, press the button once. For 60 minutes, press the button twice, and for 120 minutes, press the button 3 times. Once the countdown timer is set, the red LED will flash back once for 30 minutes, twice for 60 minutes, and 3 times for 120 minutes to confirm the countdown timer has been set and then switch off. You are now ready to start using the Advanced PowerStrip Plus with ZigBee multi-sensor. At any time, you can adjust the countdown timer to ensure it is correctly set for your viewing habits and maximize your energy savings. The multi-sensor will remember your countdown timer setting in the event of a power interruption. For more information on TrickleStar products, please visit www.tricklestar.com.